Yo, man. What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Mickal, aka Mr. Napier, boy, man. Today, man, we need to have a conversation about Wemby. Know what I'm saying? It's your boy, aka Mr. Nappy Hair, boy, aka your boy, MickalReacts, aka your boy, Wonky, aka your boy, Wonky here, man. Follow my TikTok, follow my Twitch down below, man. Y'all know what's up, man. Stop playing. And let's get into it.
You know, I've watched a lot of basketball, seen a lot of players come and go. I've seen players take over the game, change the game, climb the mountain of NBA greats. I've seen a lot, but I have never in my life seen anything like Victor Wembanyama. And after what we've witnessed over the past week, many NBA fans, including myself, are left with a question that we didn't think we'd be asking, and certainly not this early. Is Victor Wembanyama the best basketball talent we have ever seen?
A figment of our basketball imagination.
Probably, but also there's gonna be somebody that's gonna be better than Wemby and like after he's done retiring. So Wemby is just the first person that's like tall like that. That's gonna be But Wemby's insane, bro. Wemby is like a glitch in the Matrix. Wemby is like, and the Spurs are gonna keep on getting better and better over the years, bro.
Is a play that
they were able to get Dylan Harper, Castle, and spend 2 years. Then they just drafted Castle, or they actually drafted Rob Dillingham, but then they traded for Castle. They got Dylan Harper. They traded for De'Aaron Fox. If they trade De'Aaron Fox for Giannis, it's over. Them niggas is winning. Promise you right now.
that only one person on the planet can make. If you didn't see this with your own eyes, you'd think it was a work of fiction. It isn't fair, really, for a player of Wemby's size to be able to do this. But these are not highlights. This is just what
Wemby is like Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant was 7'4", 7'5", this is what Kevin Durant was doing, shit like that. But just imagine Kevin Durant, 7'4", 7'5", 7'6". Wemby is just like Kevin fucking Durant, just a taller version of this nigga.
his game looks like. Like this play here, where Wemby puts on a spin move from outside the elbow, and not only dunks it, he almost spun his way past the rim. Wemby went from here to here in less than a second. Or how about this play here, where Herb Jones draws Wemby away from the rim and gets him to bite on the fake. Victor is out of position. His back is to the ball. He's trying to guard two guys at the same time. Take a wild guess at how this play ends.
Bring a lot of jobs and allow the rodeo to flourish as well.
Yeah, he blocked it. But of all the reality-altering plays Wemby has made in just his first week of this NBA season, there was one play in particular that had fans around the world questioning everything they knew about basketball.
Lively, done.
This is a play where he was dead ass dancing with fucking, I think it was Derek Lively, hit a fucking step back three and one. I'm telling you right now, the Spurs will make the playoffs, but they will lose in the first round. But the Spurs are gonna get better and better, and the Spurs
Of basketball was wrong. We knew the concept of Victor Wembanyama. We saw the frame and the competitiveness, and we saw flashes of what he was capable of. And through his first 2 seasons, it felt like we saw where his game was heading. But what we witnessed in just his first 4 games of this season has blown the top off of all of that. Coming into the season, Victor was ranked as the 5th best player in the league according to most sources. And this, to many fans, felt like a gross overestimation, especially since he was sidelined for the second half of last season. Sure, we knew he was probably going to take a leap this season, but nobody was expecting this. Through 4 games, Victor is averaging 31 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocks a game on nearly 60-40-80 splits. 31, 14.
You understand, a player that's his size is not supposed to be moving like that. A player his size is not supposed to be moving like that. When motherfuckers saw Dirk and Kevin Durant doing shit like, they weren't doing shit like Wemby doing. When Dirk came in the league, they're like, damn, we never seen something like this. When Kevin Durant came in the league, they're like, damn, this nigga right here is a blueprint for every tall nigga. Watch. Every tall nigga that's over 7 foot and up. Watch.
And 5
This nigga is like 7'6", just dog.
while playing only 32 minutes a night. Stats that jump off the box score as an early MVP favorite. But what has really warped my brain over the last week is just how much his stats, as incredible as they are offense. He is a black hole. Anything that comes near him is either sent away or redirected. His 5 blocks a night aren't even capturing how offenses are legitimately avoiding him and anything around the rim when he's down there. In their game against the Raptors, I counted 10 different instances where a player passed up on their drive, picked up their dribble, or just avoided what should have been an easy look just because of Wemby's presence alone. 10 times. Look at this last one here. RJ Barrett blows past Devin Vassell, sees Wemby and just, here, you take it. I promise you, RJ was not planning on rifling a chest pass to his teammate standing 3 feet away from him after beating his man off the dribble. He just saw Wemby and panicked. How exactly do you measure this panic factor? Because this doesn't really show up in the box score. But you know what does? According to the NBA's head-to-head matchup,
In order to beat, bro, in order to go into the paint is when Wemby's out the game, or you have to make your outside shots or floaters. He might even block the floater, but you have to make your outside shots. You have to make your 3-pointers, your middies. You try to drive to the rim.
so far this season, Wemby has guarded 40 different players. That's about 10 different players each game. He's seen every look you can get. And in total, these 40 players shot 64 times throughout 4 games. Out of these 64 shots, they made 19 of them. Wemby's matchups this season have a field goal percentage of 29.7%, nearly 21% worse than when he's not guarding them. The kid is single-handedly breaking offenses. And speaking of offense, whatever he worked on with Hakeem in the offseason, it's working. The league should have terminated those workouts the moment those photos surfaced, because now it's too late and we're all in trouble. Abandoning
Told you, bro. If you work with Hakeem, that nigga gonna get your post moves right. Victor, I literally said this last year. I said, if Victor can play inside and then go out, if he can play from the post and out, the nigga is a complete player. Niggas, we wanted Giannis to do that shit right there. Play from the outside and inside game. Wemby is already better than Giannis from like his shot. Giannis is still a great player, but Wemby, I said this last year. I said if Wemby works with Hakeem and get his footwork right, where he can do them post moves and post hooks or spin, come back, it's over. I said this last year. I said this shit. I'm not even lying.
his three-point heavy shot selection from last season, Wemby is now working from virtually every spot on the court. He's facing up from the elbow, he's getting his back to the basket and just going over whoever's attempting to guard him. He's added this footwork to his game that is almost startling to watch, not just because of how rare this skill is in today's league, but also because no human being of his size should be able to move like that. And he's got this mid-range bag now that has really opened up his game. That you have to respect his jumper and crowd him, but can also get to the rim in about one step from anywhere on the court. How do you stop this? How do you stop this? Oh, I know. You can't. Wemby still feels like I'm selling his game short. He has been playing so out of his mind this past week. It genuinely felt like there was a mass awakening among NBA fans around the world. A fracture in basketball's timeline. Am I watching the most...
I think Victor's going to be the face of the NBA, but also they don't want him to be the face of the NBA because he's not from America. He's not from the United States. He's a nigga from France. I don't think they want a nigga from France to face of the league. They want a nigga like Anthony Edwards, that nigga to be the face, or like a John Morant, but John Morant has some problems. They really want the face of the league to be Anthony Edwards. But this nigga is the face of the league. Victor, dog.
Talented player to ever touch a basketball, not in terms of greatness or accomplishments or any of that, but just sheer ability and potential. It's a terrible overreaction to a great opening game and opening week. But then I saw the reactions from other fans, and the more I saw, the more I realized I wasn't alone. This reaction was almost universal.
You looked at Anthony Davis and treated him like an 8th grader.
He abused them. With all due respect to AD, he abused them.
I've never thought this way about like Jokic and SGA, even LeBron, who I think is the greatest of all time. This kid is different. I hope to God he stays healthy because he has a chance to be the greatest player of all time.
I agree, and truly a talent we've probably never seen before, and we never will again.
But what he did in that game,
my eyes are seeing something that I don't think I've seen before. That 100%. I can't like compare him to anybody. For all of the years we've been watching basketball, I can't compare him to anybody.
They should call him CGI because it just doesn't seem real sometimes when you're watching.
We've never seen Wemby. We've never seen no shit like Wemby.
Like, I'm watching him and I'm like, I'm not really sure how you defend it. You don't really defend this.
You can't defend it. And this nigga might have, I'm being honest, bro, this nigga might have probably more rings than Jordan and more rings than the nigga that has 7, bro. This nigga, I'm being so serious. I don't know how you can stop this nigga, bro. The only way this can stop this nigga, God forbid, if this nigga is injured, that's the only way we can stop it. And usually people that are tall like this usually play in the league probably like 7-8 years because of injuries. Say Yao Ming. Yao Ming was a beast, just it was injuries. So his career was just short. If Wemby is injury free, it can play in the league like 18 years, 15, like 10 plus years. Yeah.
It broke my basketball brain.
It's hard to imagine that a 21-year-old in a league stacked with the most talent it's ever had might be the best player in the world. But then you watch him play, and the idea of him being the best is easier to imagine than his actual game itself. The best way I can describe Victor Wembanyama's game is that it feels like he's a cheat code, like he's got real life hacks and he's just shamelessly spamming them at his convenience. I know he's not cheating, but he's so unfair that it feels like he is. And personally, in all my years of watching the NBA, there's only been one other player that genuinely felt like he was hacking the game. As great as he was, LeBron, even at his peak, felt like he was still human. There were moments in the late 2000s where his size and speed were almost cheat code territory, but it never felt unfair. Some consider prime Kevin Durant.
Imagine LeBron James, 7'6", when he came into the league doing shit what Wemby is doing. Imagine LeBron James, 7'6", doing what Wemby is doing, but he came back, but he was drafted in 2003. Imagine that shit. Oh my gosh, bro. The league is gonna be full of these niggas, not full of these niggas. The league, watch, we finna see it. The league is finna have Wembanyama type of niggas. They already got Chet, but Chet's not doing shit what fucking Wemby's doing.
And a cheat code. 7-footer with a tight handle shooting 50, 40, 90. Absurd. Unicorn. But for me, not quite cheat code territory. Same goes for Jokic. A combination of brute strength, skill, and omnipresence.
Right now, if Wemby was from the US, if Wemby was born in the United States, that nigga will already be the face of the league. I promise you right now, he would.
That approaches the threshold, but doesn't quite cross it. The only player that I've seen with my own 2 eyes that actually felt like he was bending and breaking the game I love was 2016 Steph Curry. I remember what it felt like. I remember thinking he couldn't keep it up, that he would regress back to the mean. I vividly recall watching him and thinking there is no way someone is actually this good at shooting the ball. I remember thinking to myself, I have never seen another player like this. A human cheat code. Although I didn't watch it while it was happening, prime Shaquille O'Neal is the other 21st century cheat code. A player so big and strong and athletic that it didn't matter how simple and redundant his game was. What exactly are you gonna do about it? Victor Wembanyama has now entered cheat code territory. It's competitive. Where's the drawbacks? The weaknesses? I recently did a video about the advantage of size in basketball and how if a player was big enough, their size would grant them the ultimate advantage. Pair that with skill and mobility, and he would essentially break basketball. In theory, it sounds awesome, but it's just not possible. There's always gonna be some limitation. They're either too big or too stiff or not skilled enough or injury prone. But after seeing what the Monks did to Wemby, I have had to readjust my brain to the fact that a player like this does in fact exist. An archetype so unrealistic.
Only thing gets about just about injuries, but if this nigga's injury free, I promise you, this nigga played 10 plus years, it's over. Because usually niggas that's like that, like a Yao Ming type player, they don't really last long because of injuries and shit. But Should we have Kevin Durant last long? But Kevin Durant's like, Kevin Durant's over 7 foot, so he lasts long. Dirk lasts long. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible, but Dirk and KD, I mean, you can guard them niggas. Wemby, this nigga 7 foot. The fuck can you do? You can't drive to the fucking paint. Nigga gonna block every fucking thing. Look how long his fucking arms are. Nigga got big ass hands.
Even video games won't let you conjure it up. He just makes everyone else and everything else look really normal. Like, these are all giants, all freak athletes for the most part, and he makes them look like you and me. He just looks so different out there that it's like he's actually preparing for another league above the NBA, and this is just a pit stop for him to polish his game along the way. But no, it's the best league on the planet, and he's an alien not from it. Someone said this must have been how basketball fans felt when they first saw Wilt Chamberlain in the late 50s. And that person is probably right. A once-in-a-lifetime physical specimen that just shatters the reality of what you thought was possible on a basketball court. It's not often that players both active and retired concede that they're witnessing something they've never seen before. And this almost never happens, where young fans, old fans, the media, everyone is anointing a player who has yet to turn all their talents into something worthy of hoisting above their head. But the reactions we're seeing to Wemby's game and his talent are not exaggerated. They're not premature. Victor Wembanyama is here, and he really is just that good.
Yeah, it's over for the league. I'm telling you, bro, it's over for this. It's over for the league, bro. This nigga. What can you possibly do? What can you possibly do? Nothing. Let me know what you think down below, man. The NBA is going to get better and better and better. And I feel like the NBA in the future is going to surpass the NFL. Yes, I said it. NFL is cool, but the NBA is going to surpass NFL. I promise you it will. Watch.